What's up everybody, this is Zoya and we are actually live right now on YouTube. I'm back from my fishing trip. It was alright, it was a little bit challenging, but yeah, I'm back. While I was gone, new skins were pre-released on the PBE and a lot of you guys actually told me while I was away to check those out. Now, I didn't because I was away, I was fishing, I was out in nature, it wasn't the time for me to check out new skins. And so we're going to do it now. We are going to be taking a look at 7 new skins that are coming out. And those are, so there are 2 Yasuo skins. One is called Truth Dragon and the other is called Dream Dragon. So these are all DRAGONMANCER skins, I believe. The next one is Lagoon Dragon Kaisa. Another one is Tranquility Dragon Karma. The next one is Steel Dragon Thresh. Steel Dragon. Interesting theme. And then there are 2 Volibear skins. One is the Duality Dragon Volibear skin and the other is the Prestige Duality Volibear. So those are the ones that we will check out today. Anyway, we are now looking at Lagoon Dragon Kaisa skin Spotlight pre-release. And this is a 1350 RP cost skin. So it's an epic, not a legendary. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the mask toggle.
I'll be back for more.
Not bad. Not bad recall. Let's look at the splash. This reminds me of something. Of another splash. Either Irelia or Riven or one of those. Of course, not the dragon part. But it's interesting that, you know how she has these things like on her hands? And here it's water, actually.
Hit and move.
Okay. So her basic attacks actually has this water splash sound, which to me is just a tiny bit confusing because I'm so used to the water splash sounds being from like a pool party skin. And like this is supposed to be like dragon, but we hear water, but water dragon, I get it. This is a W. I'm so not used to like Kaisa's British accent. Because I play on the Korean server and she always speaks Korean. Alright, we're looking at E. Alright, there's the ult. A lot of sounds. We're probably also going to look at all the different evolutions. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the evolved Q. Oh, I like the sounds. The drrrr. Evolve W. I love Evolve W in ARM. I just go AP Kaisa and I just snipe people with my W. That's all I do. Okay, Evolve. She gets a little bit of stealth. Look at the bubbles. Nice. And death. Oh, death is actually pretty here. The bubbles.
They have no
Respawn.
idea what lurks just below us all.
There was a little lotus there. Lotus leaf. Chromas, guys. Whoa. So actually, I like some of these chromas. I like this one. I think this one is a lot more, like in my mind, a lot more like dragon themed. I like this one. This one almost looks like a Victoria skin, honestly. This one is pretty too. The base one is fine as well, but it's just a little bit too green for me. For my personal taste. But I'm sure if you love green, you'll be happy with it. I mean, these days when they release skins and they put all these chromas there, all the chromas actually look really decent, really nice. And you see a lot of people play actually with chromas because the chromas do make you look a little more special. But this was Lagoon Dragon Kaisa Skin Spotlight. As I usually do, I will try to rank a little bit, but for now, we just watched only one skin. We looked at only one skin. So I will reserve my opinion for maybe later, but so far so good. And the next one we're taking a look at is Tranquility Dragon Karma. One thing that I like that is interesting here is that everybody has their own color scheme. It's not like, you know, what was it? Crime City Nightmare or like Coven or something where everybody was pretty much the same color scheme, which kind of got boring a little bit. But at the same time, like I understand that it was to fit the theme. But in this case, everybody has their own color scheme. So Kaisa was like greenish, aqua kind of color. But anyway, let's take a look. Tranquility Dragon Karma. Recall? That's a cool recall. I do like it. Splash art?
Act with conviction.
Excuse me. There was no splash art. Okay, maybe they haven't released it yet or something. Nice colors. I like the rose. The rose and the blue together. A little bit of a Spirit Blossom feel, to be honest, but definitely distinct, not like the same. The splash art was released later. It wasn't up when the Skin Spotlight made the video. I see. She looks more like cotton candy. Actually, I agree.
Never falter.
Which isn't to say that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. Cotton candy can work. Crit. Death. Pretty skin. I don't play Karma, but I'm sure if you do, you will appreciate all of these chromas here. They all look very unique. Every chroma has its own very distinct color scheme that almost makes it look like a different skin. If I went into a game and saw a Karma like this, and then another game and there was a Karma that was like this, they look like different skins to me. But yeah, I kind of wonder if the, you know, the shield colors and everything are also going to be like the cotton candy color, or if they're going to be like yellow here and like bluish here. Probably they will match the chroma color, right? I'm assuming. The chromas actually, for me, make this skin a lot better. So, Tranquility Dragon Karma. I believe this is an epic skin. I would say that I like Kaisa's skin more because of all the water effects and the bubbles and stuff. And she did also have a lot of really good chromas. So, Kaisa and then Karma for me. And now we are taking a look at Steel Dragon Thresh Skin Spotlight, pre-release. He does look like steel and does look a little bit like a dragon. So far so good. All right, let's take a look. Recall. That was pretty cool. I never would have thought of Thresh and dragons like together, but this actually makes sense. Ooh, look at the splash. Dang. The colors look a little bit chem tanky, you know what I mean? But I like the steel outfit. Look at that. His robes. Look at the belt. I don't know if his, you know how he has his lantern, right? And then his hook is like on this rope. Very nice details, actually. All right, Soul Gathering. So I can already kind of tell that some people might say that, oh, why is this green? Because Thresh is green. But I think this is a very distinct green. It's not the Shadow Isles kind of green. It's a brighter, kind of more, like I said, chem tanky kind of green. Oh, the hook. It's refreshing to see a Thresh that doesn't look like a anime Anime pretty boy, you know what I mean? Dragonmancer Quinn actually does sound like a good idea, yeah. So the Valor is like a dragon. The Flay? Ooh. The Flay actually looks pretty cool. And the ult. But why did he just flay her out of the ult? I like this skin, actually. I like it. I think it makes Thresh look pretty sleek here. There's not like this weird fluff on top of it where you're like, what the heck? It actually fits him pretty well. And death. Oh, yo, look at the Kurobas. Now, this one reminds me a little bit of the Pulse Fire Thresh, just a tiny bit. But, wow, this one looks a lot like the base one, though. It just has a bit more of a blue tint to it. But otherwise, very similar to, very similar to the base one. I like the yellow one, the pink one, this blue one, the center one, also very nice. All the chromas for these skins are nice. But I like this Thresh skin, actually. I would say, out of the 3 skins that we've looked at so far, Thresh is probably #1 for me, then Kaisa, then Karma, I would say. But we are now moving on to the 2 Yasuo skins. And we're going to start out with the Truth Dragon Yasuo skin. And this one... How much is this one? 1820 RP. So this is a legendary, boys and girls. This is a legendary. Yasuo is getting another legendary skin, so let's check it out. Since it's a legendary, we're going to have legendary standards for it. Alright? Just saying. Let's go. Recall. Oh. Okay. Okay, nice recall. Look at his outfit, though. He has a little fur thing on his shoulder. Okay. Would you look at that? The splash art. First of all, nice. This is what I was talking about. This is the details that I like, which is like the neon glowing stuff. So, like, his overall tones are pretty subdued, but he has some glowing parts, right? On his arm right here, and also on his hair at the end. Actually, looks super epic. Even though this is a Truth Dragon skin, you don't really see like an actual... Oh, you do see. There's a dragon right there. Never mind. Okay, so this was the splash art. Once again, the fur. Love the fur.
While you studied the blade, I studied more of the blade.
Control 1, I'm assuming.
Can you best the strength of a dragon? How
Ooh.
about 2 dragons?
Clouds. Nice clouds. Dense. They're not gonna make Yasuo dance, come on. It's a nice dance though. But it's the dragon that's dancing. And the laugh. Passive.
Yield to the dragons.
I actually really like the dark, deep green here. And his orange belt. It's a really nice aesthetic. It looks expensive, you know what I mean? It looks expensive and rich. And the wall. The bane of my existence. The wind wall. And the dash. Oh my goodness, how many more Yasuos are we gonna see in the games? No, I'm probably not gonna see any Yasuos because I ban them. Unless I go in the bot lane, then I might be able to see a Yasuo. Or maybe a Yasuo in my team. Alright, can we see the ult? The legendary ult. Oh, yo! This actually looks really good. Look at his hair. It's gold now. He's blonde now. Yo, this ult. This ult looks sick. Okay, they're probably let me just guess ahead of time. Make my prophecy here. He is going to get a buff, or maybe he doesn't even need a buff because there are plenty of people playing Yasuo, and then there's gonna be people getting this skin just for this ult. Cause look at it. The clouds, the effects, the yellow hair, the suspension in the air. Look at that. It's so smooth. Wow. Like, how cool does that look, guys? If I go against a Yasuo like this and I get ulted and I die because of it, I wouldn't even feel bad about it. Crit. And death. Aw. Death is just death. Nothing too special. Respawn. Ooh, look at that. Home guard. A little bit glitchy there. No chromas for this guy? I guess not, right? Because there's Truth Dragon and then there's gonna be a Dream Dragon, right? Which is what we're gonna look at next. But obviously, I think this is a legendary level skin. The alt just makes up for absolutely everything. I love the color scheme here. The deep green, like I said, with orange. His outfit, I think, looks really on point. So let's compare it to the Dream Dragon Yasuo and then see which one we like more. Which one I like more personally. But then you can let me know in the comments which one you like better. Okay, let's take a look at Dream Dragon Yasuo. How much is this one? It is 1820 RP also. So also legendary. I just wonder why release 2 legendary skins at the same time. And I wonder if these will feel like just 2 chromas of one skin, or if these actually are 2 different skins. So let's check it out.
What could be, will be, soon.
Recall? It's the same recall. Alright, just saying, already, right off the bat, I like the Truth Dragon color scheme a lot better. Okay, so this is more of a nocturnal theme, right? Because it's at night, has a little bit of a Spirit Blossom feel to it. A little bit more monotonous also in terms of color, right? So there's a lot of blue and purple here, like moonlight blue kind of stuff. And there's pink, we see, and accents of red. What can I say? Truth Dragon Yasuo, I like that one better. This one has a different mood. Looks a little bit like Coven once again. Because of the purple and the night and the forest. It's like this theme has been so exploited this year that I personally don't really dig it anymore. But still looking handsome, looking handsome. Let's take a look.
While you study the blade, I studied more.
Control one?
Blade.
It's all the same stuff. So it's basically like it's like a fancy chroma.
How about 2 dragons?
Control 2. And dance. The music is nice and soothing though. Dream Dragon feels like Spirit Blossom. Yeah, same. And the laugh. I have a Spirit Blossom Yasuo. Whenever I get him in ARAM, I just play Yasuo even though I don't know how to play the guy. Just to use the Spirit Blossom skin. Alright. Q.
All that is began as a promise of what could be.
I mean, I was wondering if he was gonna have like other colors in his effects, but it's all the same. Purple, blue. Purple, blue. Ooh, the wall though looks nice. Because there's a golden accent at the bottom. The steel golden frame at the bottom. Which contrasts nicely with this blue and purple. I like the wall on this skin better. But I wonder what the ult is gonna look like on this skin. Okay, we should be seeing an ult now. Okay. It still looks really good. But I want to see it from a little bit higher up. Okay, let's take a look. It still looks really good, okay? the ult is still really good. Just look at that. It's so smooth. I like the Truth Dragon ult better though, because of the gold and his hair turns yellow. And the dust, or the clouds, whatever you want to call it. Like there's a lot more going on, it feels like. Whereas here it's all like in the same color scheme, so it feels like less going on. And the death. Respawn. Respawn actually is beautiful. And then home guard. Okay. Dream Dragon Yasuo. I think from what I've said so far, it's pretty clear that I like the Truth Dragon Yasuo more. I mean, come on. Like, even the splash, look at this splash, right? And look at this splash. From which splash do you get that? Do you get that, like, mood and feeling? And is it about the same mood feeling? But anyway, from which splash do you feel like, wow, this is, like, there's so much going on. And I can, like, get into the story. I feel like here there's a lot more going on, right? There's a dragon in the background. There's him here by himself under this beautiful tree, and then there are warriors and giants coming for him, but he's standing here all alone, but actually he's not alone because there's this dragon, right, on his side. And then just look at it, look at his style, the green, the yellow, the fur, oh my goodness. And then we look at this one. It's at night, we see the dragon. I don't see hordes of soldiers coming at him. It looks a lot more peaceful, gives off like Spirit Blossom vibes, but at night with a touch of Coven. And the colors are all about the same, which makes sense because, you know, at night, colors don't contrast as much because you just can't see the colors very well. But when you look at the skin itself, right, it's like purple, blue, a little bit of pink, and sometimes gold. But with the Truth Dragon, there's green, there's yellow, there's black, there's gold, there's orange, there's everything, okay? And the ult, hold on, I have to see the ult again. Like, come on, just look at this. Like, what's going on? There is just so much going on. Whereas, with the Dream Dragon, even though it's exactly the same thing, but just in a different color scheme, it doesn't feel so overwhelmingly, like, powerful. It's probably the colors. The dust that flies off also in, like, the yellowish scheme, it just looks, it just pops out a lot more. Whereas when it's, like, purple and blue, it's a lot more subdued. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's the impression that I'm getting. So for me, Truth Dragon, #1. Then the Dream Dragon, and then Thresh, Kaisa, Karma. And now we have Volibear. Let's check out Volibear. Duality Dragon Volibear skin Spotlight is the next skin we're going to be checking out in this series. So there is this one, and then there's a Prestige version. So we'll check out the base one first, and then the Prestige. So let's take a look. Nice recall, I like it. The little bow at the end. Are we gonna see a splash? Yes, alright. So actually the colors are Volibear colors. White and blue. Look at that. The thing on his back is like rotating. Are those Q? Let's take a look at W. Ooh. The mark looks pretty cool. Yeah, see? It's like rotating on his back. And then it stops. That's a pretty cool detail. Alright. E. It's very noisy. It's a noisy skin. Ultimate. Wow, look at that, look at that. This actually looks like watercolor. It almost looks like he's like watercolored into the rift, which I think is really cool. You can see like it's almost like ink. Wait, I want to see again. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? How he looks like he's watercolored into the rift.
Stillness. So must.
So because of that, look at that. Like, actually, I really love the alt, and because of that, I actually don't mind the monotony of the colors. So yes, it's mostly white, blue, black, right, and different shades of blue. But because they make this look like a watercolor or ink brush, whatever you want to call it, painting, it actually makes sense that it's all about the same color. It looks really cool. It doesn't have that crispiness, which is what gives it that stylized watercolor look. Oh, the dance. Do you ever dance in your ult? Crit? And death. And look at all the chromas. Yo, the black one. The black one looks great. I actually like this one too. Look at that. It kind of has the Truth Dragon Yasuo color scheme a little bit. So the alt on this skin just sold me. I don't mind the monotony of colors, like I said, because of the alt. I think it makes sense thematically. So yeah, Duality Dragon Volibear. Where would I put it? I'd actually probably put it above Thresh, but below Yasuo. So that's what I would do. But let's take a look at the Prestige version as well. Okay, Prestige Duality Dragon Volibear skin spotlight. Let's go. So a lot of gold, as usual for Prestige skins. And some purple and red and orange. Okay. Holy moly, look at the splash art. I actually like the Prestige splash art better than the base one. It looks really cool. I kind of wonder how the alt is going to look like on this skin. Actually, this Prestige does look like a Prestige. Wow, look at the rotating thing on his back. It like kind of like lags behind him a little bit. Now, if only this video wasn't lagging. But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, it's rotating. But as he runs, it like tracks behind him. I like this Prestige. Where would I put it? Actually, let's look at the ult. I want to look at the ult. All right, this was E. So this is rose gold is the main. Okay, so this is the ult. It's nice and bright, but it doesn't look like... It doesn't have that watercolor effect that I was talking about, because it's a lot more crisp. You can see the outlines a lot more. It is very glowy, though. It's a pretty ult, but I really liked the stylized regular Volibear. Regular, what's it called? Duality Dragon Volibear ult. Crit. And death. Death looks pretty cool on the Prestige. Okay. Prestige Duality Dragon Volibear. Let me think. Which one do I like better? So I do like the color scheme on the Prestige. I think it does very much look like a Prestige. It's not like, oh, this is just a yellow chroma. Like, I don't have that feeling. It really does feel like an actual Prestige skin. And I think the alt actually is very flashy. right? Look at the colors. It's so bright. Probably you're gonna be like, you're gonna totally steal the show in a team fight just because you're so bright and so big. But the regular Duality Dragon Volibear ult, I just really liked it. Like, I just like the fact that when he is in his ult form, like, his outline is not very clear. Look at that. It looks like somebody just kind of did some brush strokes and left it at that. And I really like it. I think on the Rift, it looks super cool because it stands out from everything else. It looks like somebody came from like, this Volibear came from like a different dimension, like this water painting, ink painting dimension, and is staying in that form. And I like it. That's just, I actually like watercolor. I like those Asian traditional ink paintings. And I think this theme just fits that style very well. So I really like this. Now I can see how some people might say that this looks like too monotonous, you know, it's too dark and stuff, but I just like the effect. And so for some reason, I kind of understand why the Prestige one doesn't carry over that same effect, but I like this one. So let me see. I would probably put Truth Dragon Yasuo at first place. Second place will be the regular Duality Dragon Volibear. After that, the Prestige Duality Dragon Volibear, and after that, the Dream Dragon Yasuo. And then Thresh, Kaisa, Karma. It's probably how I would rate these skins for myself. But how about you guys? What did you think about these skins? Which one do you like the best? Which one do you think you're going to be getting? Are you going to be spending your prestige points on the Prestige Volibear, which I think would totally be worth it if you are a Volibear main? I think it's a must-have. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.